Let's see here. Yeah, they can hear us, but they can't very well see us.
Yeah.
I usually hide backstage, but it'll be okay here. Hey, the lag's only about 15 seconds today. That's pretty good. Oops. Turn the volume off, then.
Live's not showing up for me yet.
Well, it shouldn't have. There it goes. I was about to say it just popped up on my phone. I thought it was going to be nice, but it's not being very nice. Because it's just now letting me share it. What's up, Miss Nobody? How are you, my dear? Red Eye 333. I can't guarantee how many fake strains there are today, Miss Nobody. Because I'm not the only one doing it today. You're all right.
I had to get it shared out real quick. How's everybody doing?
What's up, Mr. Matthew? How are you, Mr. Beer?
How is it going, folks?
Did it give you the option when you popped up to share it with your audience? It
Me?
should have. Yes, you.
No, I have to go through and do it manually.
Yes. I tried to get it to offer that to people when they come in. Mr. Beer, is Mrs. Beer around? Hi, Miss Jenny Trailer.
That might be because I'm not in a StreamYard. I'm on my phone.
Well, it shouldn't have mattered, but maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not logged into it, at least on here.
Well, that might make the difference. I don't know if it does or not, but once again, I don't know all this stuff very well. How are you, Red Eye 69?
Red Eye 69. Oh, is that Jenny?
Yep.
There you go.
What's up, Mr. Don Turpy? You're Red Eye 416, I think.
What are we up to now?
We got Mr. Wood. He can't comment on my lives for some reason. We are up to, hold on, 450, I think. 452? Hold on, let me scroll to the bottom.
Away.
Yeah, 452.
All right, 48 away.
All right, well, I'll write Mr. Wood, and then I'll write Mr. Brittany. Miss Brittany. It lets Perry Wood comment everywhere else, but he can't comment in my lives, and it's really weird.
No kidding. Yeah, I see him and look at everywhere. What's going on, Matt? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Kim? How are you? And hello, Matt and Eric. Nice to see you, gentlemen.
Wild Wicked. Okay, I know that's a real person now. So I have a bunch of I have a bunch of friend requests. I think that's one of them that like just sometimes based on names, I just scroll past because the sheer amount of bullshit. You know how that goes.
I do. That's Cameron Wiles, though.
Okay. So that's a real person. So yes, I will accept that after that.
Yes, that's a real person. And for those of you that are new to the show, welcome to the Red Eye Show. We're going to play the strain game. And if you have a Red Eye number and you want one, they're easy to get. You just got to put a pot on your head. Flower pot, cooking pot, smokable pot, pot plant, pot pipe, Something. And send it to me. It's not hard.
What's going on, Eric?
40, like Alex said, 48 away from filing for the Guinness Book of World Records.
Excuse me.
I've Googled it. I spent 3 days going on a rabbit hole, and I have not found the record I'm looking for, so I'm just going to apply to start a new one.
Yeah.
They say the process takes about 4 months, but hey.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it. Yeah, set you out.
We'll see how they word that, the record. I wonder how they would put that.
Well, see, the way I figured I'm going to submit the new record is it's the largest gathering of potheads on social media, or largest group of potheads on social media.
There you go.
How are you, Pops? Is Mama there with you today? Oh, see? I asked and he answered. He probably answered before I asked.
What's the strain game? Eric wants to know what the strain game is.
All right, Eric. The strain game is
ever watched.
It's probably not. It's really simple. What it is when you put in the hashtag, oh, I'm sorry, Pops. I hope you feel better. And when it's your turn, because everybody gets to play the strain game, but we only have 2 winners because I only have 2 prizes. So, but when it is your turn, one of us, either Alex or myself, will give you what could be a strain name, and you have to tell me if it's fake or if it's real. Oh, Dawn, that sucks. I hate strep throat.
That's no good.
Knock on wood, I ain't been sick since my kid's been in school. So, what's up, Mr. Jamie? How are you, 302?
I feel like I get everything from my daughter's school when she comes home.
The way it works. They bring it home and give it to the parents for the parents to turn around and give it back.
Yep.
I got you, Mr. Jamie. And I don't know if I said this, but Pops is red eye number 1 and Shane is red eye 13.
There you go.
How are you, Mr. Mundy?
I waited till 3:14.
Well, yeah, but see, you had a reason for that. There are some people that's got reasons for waiting for their number.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till 4:20, but I figured there was probably like 30 people waiting for that number.
There actually was, and I actually made a couple people mad because I was not putting myself in the place to pick between 8 different people that come in all at one time.
Yeah, whoever messaged first.
Nope.
The ones I got.
It's the true red eye number. There is nobody that is 420.
Oh, fair enough.
I do believe that there is a beautiful little baby. He's almost a year old. His due date was 420 of last year, and he had a pot on his head before he was ever born. If we are still going strong in 20 years, he will be red eye 420. That's long-term goals, though.
Yep.
For now,
it's down the way.
For now, it's the group's number because I wasn't putting myself in that predicament to. And believe it or not, I actually lost a couple people that I thought were friends because they wanted that number and they didn't get it.
Shit.
So
you should have told me to pick. I'd have done it.
Well, I thought about that, but at the same time,
third-party choice.
Around the time we got to that point, when I made the decision that I was going to keep 420 for the group is about the time that it all kind of fell apart, and I'm the only one that. I got you, Miss Madonna. I seen that too, Miss Jenny. I wish I knew his name because that was hilarious. I seen the picture Ashley Huffman posted of the pothead at the Michigan Festival. Guy walking around with a flower pot on his head said pothead across it.
There you go.
I said I wish he knew his name because that would qualify him to join the club.
It's true.
Okay, now I don't usually ask this question, but I will because I got somebody to help me come up with the strains. What's everybody smoking on tonight? Hi, Miss Amanda Lewis. I was actually just tagging you and Miss Cheryl as we spoke, believe it or not. So I know you're here, but I'm not taking your name out, okay? Just because my phone's being stubborn. Well, Jamie, we're happy to have you too. Well, Red Eye 252, that would be a good idea, but we've only got 0.5 so far. We've got Low Pecker that's actually 0.5, and then we got Master Rochi that's 282.5, and then everybody's pets.
It's the best because he's a little person. 0.5.
When I first started talking about it, he told me he was only going to do it if he could have half a number because he was half a man.
There you go.
I was like, well, okay.
0.5.
That's what he got. Hi, Miss Cheryl. How are you? And for those of you that did the trivia thing last month, we will be spinning for that before I call an end to the show tonight. So the 5 of you that actually completed those, don't forget. Hi, Miss Jess. How are you? Miss Jess is 189. How's 189.5? I got you, Miss Amanda.
I can probably go grab a little baby kitten for a second if you want to see it. One of the week-olds.
We're not going anywhere.
There's 2 that are all white. There's one that's all black and one that's black and white.
Oh, see, I'm personally a fan of inky kitties. I love the black ones.
black or black and white.
Yep, I love all fur babies. Who am I kidding? Oh, some of them don't even have to have fur. I like snakes too. I got you, Miss Christy Gatto. How are you, Red Eye 212? Excuse me. Well, hi, Miss Tina Redmond. How are you? I can Miss Amanda, just give me a minute here. I gotta go get it out of the cupboard. Oh, it's yelling at us.
Yeah. Got Mama here too. Oh, all right, I'll put her back.
She says, "Where do you think you're going with that?" Miss Amanda, he's got 2 litters. Well, 1 litter is currently in process, and the other one, I think he said was about 7 days old. I've only got the 1 kitty, and she's fixed.
All right, sorry about that. But yeah, it's 2 litters now. Those are a week old. There's 4 of those, and then I don't know how many yet are in the other litter.
Well, hi, Mr. Chris Trailer.
At least 2, and they're about 2 hours or so old at this point. The other ones,
right? They're adorable. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back this time. Somebody wants to see one of these red eye tumblers, and I got to get it out of the cupboard.
Yep, they are good kittens, though. That one got a little whiny when I picked it up, but hey.
She knows you're not going to hurt it, though. She's just... See, Miss Amanda, this is what it looks like. It's just as simple, and it does come with the attachments.
Oh, there you go.
I've got like 6 of them, and I don't think I've ever used one. What's up, Miss Smokahonis? How are you, Red Eye 318? Hi, Miss Violet Scott. How are you, Red Eye 138? And I know I've been telling you all this a lot, but if you ever forget your number or need a refresher course, inside the private page in the featured section is a list.
You got the whole document.
Yes. Facebook went through and renumbered it for me, and I had to go in and space them all differently because the names were overlapping the numbers and you couldn't read anything. You need one like that, Matthew? Well, what's up, Miss Mama D? How are you?
It's like a tumbler cup, but it has a smoking attachment.
$447 checking in. How are you today, Dewey? And I don't know how many of you guys are in the Farmington, Missouri area, but don't forget to check this out if you can.
Yep. Is that the Canacraft flyer? Yep.
Yes, it is. Miss Amanda, I believe they are $40 plus shipping, but let me double check with McChilly because I don't remember.
Yep. Canacraft is going to be a good one. Canacraft is going to be a good one. Still got a couple craft vendor spots open and a couple sponsor spots open. But yeah, it's Farmington, Missouri. It's going to be pretty much an all-day event. Yeah, we're getting a lot set up right now. It's a little stressful sometimes, but hey.
It will be, but it'll be worth it at the end of it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's not my first rodeo, so I know what's going on, all the steps and all that I need to do and get it done properly. It'll be nice if we get a sponsor or two to come through with one of those sponsor packages, and I can add a bit more to the event when it comes to like live music and that kind of thing. But we'll see if that happens. If it doesn't, there's a full stereo system there built in. But I think it'd be cool to have a little bit of an acoustic.
I have every intentions of showing up if I can finagle the last few details to do it. And if I make it, there will be at least one pop-up live because we will do a live and say and go walk around and say how many red eyes can we find.
Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Mike has a present for you when you get up here. So
that's what I've been told.
Yep. So you definitely want to get up for that.
Well, like I said, I'm working on it. I just got to find somebody that's willing to spend 8 hours in a car in one day.
Yeah. You got 4 hours each way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't sleep on the ground, and I can't go sleep in a hotel because my fear of bed bugs is real, y'all. Hey, Miss Jessica Sauls, how are you? And hi, Mr. Timothy Barker, how are you, weirdo? That's 432 and 121.
And so there are some nicer hotels down in this area, so you wouldn't really have to worry about bed bugs or anything like that. But
what's up, Red Eye 220? Is your beautiful wife around? Sorry. Joy says, "How you been, Alex?"
I've been good. Sorry, I missed comments. I when I'm thinking and talking and all that, I tend to look off because then I process it better. I've noticed that, but.
I do too. Sometimes you'll catch me looking down at my phone because the comments pop up on my phone before they pop up on StreamYard.
Yep. I don't have that, but.
And they're not 2 foot from each other. They're about 6 inches apart, and you'd be surprised on the lag. Hi, Miss Charlene. How are you? Miss Charlene's Red Eye 254.
There you go. Shane Mundy, what part of Missouri? They're in Springfield or someplace around there. Springfield's not terribly far away from Farmington. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 2.5 hours. And that's only because the amount of back roads and shit. But yeah, it'll definitely be worth the trip, man.
Well, see, Miss Jess, I drive, but McChilly's vehicle is too large for me to drive. I don't do well in like big trucks or minivans or things like that. It's got to be.
I'm live right now, so
you know, the smaller the better for me.
Will you please just pet one? Can we pet one?
Sorry about that.
You're all right. She just wants to pet him, Dad.
Yeah, I know. She just
Give
likes
it another
looking at
couple
him.
weeks, and she'll be out there every day after school.
Oh, she already is, just looking at them, checking on their progress and all that stuff every day, multiple times.
They're going to be the most loved kittens, and they're going to be so people friendly.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely will be.
All right, we've been on here about 18 minutes. Y'all ready to start our game? Does she want to play today, Mr. Ted?
What's going on, Ted? How you doing?
Well, see, Timothy Barker, I don't have to worry about the short bus. Licking windows I wouldn't recommend, but there will be plenty of joints for the ride both ways.
Be plenty there, too.
Because I'll roll some up and leave them in the car just for the specific purpose of those are my joints for driving home.
There you go.
Touch those. Those are for the ride home.
I was going to say that there's going to be plenty of them there as well. I think it's first 100 people in the door get a free joint and all that stuff. I tried
to tell McChilly that, and he says, I don't know if I can get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be there when they open at 11. I was like,
don't have to be there when we open.
I was like, well, when you say it that way.
Right.
What's up, Mr. Sean Dickinson? How are you? Hello, Mr. Christopher. Christopher is Red Eye 451, I think.
I don't know how you keep track of it.
Or 451. He's 451.
Yeah, I think who are we doing first?
Miss Nobody. Miss Nobody, Red Eye 333 is our first player. And for those of y'all that are new hanging out, if you want to play the game, just hashtag strain game. We'll show you how it works here in a minute.
Go on in, baby. Go on up. Yeah, it's a fly.
Oh, the event we were talking about, Daryl, is Canacraft.
Yep. That is myself and Misfit Island. So it's Mythic Genetics and Misfit Island, if you're familiar with that group. Putting together Canacraft in Farmington, Missouri. It is on May 31st, 1506 St. Genevieve Avenue. All that shit I have memorized.
I'm lucky if I can remember the town it's in most of the time.
Yep.
Farmington,
Missouri.
Right? All right, Miss Nobody. Mr. Alex, you can go first because we'll do this every other person, and I prefer even numbers. So you can give Miss Nobody her first strain.
Okay, let me think.
Miss Jenny, you're number 3 on our list.
Lemon souffle.
Ooh, that sounds yummy, and I'm not a fan of lemon. Yeah, it's like 4.5 hours for 4.5 hours for me, Daryl, depending on how you drive.
Timothy, do I do anything in St. Charles? I'll get up to
Gotcha, KJ.
like St. Andrews or St. Charles Cinema. I'll get up there every now and then, but that's a little bit more rare. I generally stick southeast Missouri to mid Missouri. I'll hit Columbia once, maybe twice a year. I'll hit Kansas City side once a year. I'll go up to or down to Ozarks once or twice a year. But yeah, taking my ass up to New York either later this year or next year.
She says it's real.
Says it's real?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you are number 1 on our Wheel of Winners, Miss Nobody.
It was a freebie from Lit Farms, if I'm not mistaken. It was never actually one that was sold and put out, but it was a freebie.
There you go. All right, Mr. Matthew, I see you're here. We're going to give you Killer Queen. Killer Queen. Goodness. He might still be at work or driving home from work, Miss Jess. He usually pops in and says hello at least once.
Yeah, he's at work.
That's what I figured. It's about that time. He usually stops by about the end of the show and says hi. So.
Yep. I was gonna say he's living here at the moment.
That's all right.
That's a whole different story, though.
Yeah. All we can say is people live and learn, and it's always lessons worth remembering.
Oh, yeah. Going to be having a little benefit for him in not too long, just to help him get that first and last or down payment on getting a place faster. So it's once he has a stable place and all that, when it comes to court and everything, it'll look a lot better when it comes to custody talks with his child.
And it is real, Mr. Matthew. It's all right. When you see him later, you'll have to tell Stepdaddy Peaches I said hello. I ain't never gonna let him live that down, but I might have to find him a better name than Peaches. He needs a better stripper name than that one.
Shane, I'd be up north in New York. That's where Brooklyn Boys and Chuck and all those guys are. I'd be up there visiting and probably hitting an event so I can call it a business trip and write it off.
There you go. All right, Mr. Matthew, that is a real strain. You are number 2 on our Wheel of Winners. And Miss Jenny Traylor, you are up next, my dear.
Jenny Traylor.
Red Eye 69. Well, hi, Miss Janet. How are you, Red Eye 271? Yes, Mike's good people.
Oh, yes. Yep. We're going to have a little fundraiser for him not too long. I'm getting a few pieces of that put together behind the scenes and whatnot. Mainly waiting to see what our goal number is. so we're not just shooting in the dark kind of situation.
That makes sense. Who's next? Miss Jenny Trailer's up next, and she is here.
Jenny Trailer is here. Let's go with Lay on Hands.
Ooh, I know the answer. Oh. See, y'all forget it's not very often I get to play. So when I get guests up here, then I get to play too. Oh.
Closer to the city than I. State between Albany and Syracuse. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is upstate somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but they're upstate.
I'm going to make it to Syracuse, New York one day, even if I just make it long enough to go to Hercules Candies. It's a YouTube thing I've been watching since they were making candy in their basement. Now they got a storefront and they sell out of thousands of dollars of candy every month. The power of the internet, y'all. Never underestimate it. What do you think, Miss Jenny Trailer? Y'all gotta forgive me. My back's really hurting today, so I'm really
probably out Googling it.
Sometimes it makes me wonder if they do, but if they do, they do.
Yeah, I know.
If they're that worried about winning some stickers. Miss Jenny says, yes, ma'am, and sir, it's real.
Yes, it is.
You are number 3 on our Wheel of Winners. Mr. Wood, Red Eye 325. And I know you're here because Miss Nobody was just here, so we're going to give you hemlock, sir. What do you think? Is hemlock a real strain or just a plant that's not good for you? I got you, Miss Janet. How are you doing, Mr. Trailer? I got you on my list while ago, sir. But you switched profiles on me because your picture changed. A lot of cow country. Hey, we got that around here. Oh, cow country and cornfield. That's about all you'll find. Mr. Wood, we're going to give you hemlock. I know you're here because Miss Nobody's here and you're listening. And on that note, I think it's dab time. He said it's real. It is real. Mr. Wood is number 4 on our Wheel of Winners. Alex, do we want White Widow or Mac 1?
For
my dad.
I don't know. That is 2 separate directions.
I know, but believe it or not, I still sit and smoke both of them together, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, are you feeling slightly tired or are you feeling too energized?
Believe it or not.
Why not both?
Yeah. And Miss Brittany Beer is up next. Ted says White Widow. Hey, Ted, you must be a mind reader because that's exactly the one I hit.
There you go. I had a little bit of Ted's White Widow. I managed to stretch that out for a long time.
That's what I got right here.
Because I had other ones also, so I wasn't just smoking it. So I was able to stretch it, but it's finally gone.
Yeah. The lag's a good 20, 30 seconds, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Who are we waiting on to see if they're here?
Miss Britt. Well, you're looking for Matthew. She's here. Oh. His wife's the one.
Matthew's here.
Goodness. Oh.
Let's go with gold member.
Well, hi, Frank.
Going on, Frank? How you doing, brother?
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I guess Mike did pop in while he was at work and I missed him. It's all right. Goodness gracious, I was probably taking a dab. Oh.
I got some plants hanging.
There you go. See, that's going to be my biggest problem because every time I've done it, I think I've over-dried my flower. The 2 times I've grown, I think I either over-dried my flower or I stunted the growth of it with not having the proper light. Maybe both.
Well, those would be 2 completely different areas of the grow. If you over-dried it after, I would wonder if you just dried it too fast.
That might be it. Miss Brittany says it's real.
It is.
Well, congratulations, my dear. That makes you number 5 on the Wheel of Winners.
Exotic Genetics. Gold member.
There you go. All right, Pops. Salad with salad. See, salads are good, too. I like fruit salad. I got a container in one of my purses because I had to clean it all up because maintenance was just here the other day. It's a fruit salad. I take a little bit out of every dab I get and put it in this one container and mix it all together. All right, Pops, we're going to give you Alpha Blue. I got you, Miss Mama D. You're on here somewhere, Red Eye 246. You're probably about 10 people down the list. What do you think? It is a strain, Pops. Congratulations. And you get Miss Bess Williams, who is Dawn's other half. Ted, I missed it. Did Miss Deb say she wanted to play or not? Because sometimes she does, sometimes she don't. I got you, Miss Cheryl. You're on there too. You're about 15 down there. We got quite a long list today. We'll contribute that to our wonderful co-host.
What I do now?
Oh, okay. It's Mama Beth's turn, and she's waiting on you to give her a strain.
Oh, shit. I didn't know you went already.
You're all right. I gave one to Pops.
Do it quick.
All right. That's because Pop's paying attention. He always does, though. All right. I put her on the list right under yours, Mr. Ted. I was just making sure. I left the line blank, but I was just making sure.
Gold leaf.
Gold leaf. Ooh. See, that sounds good. Says it is a strain.
Yep.
All right, Mama Beth. That makes her number 7 on our Wheel of Winners. Excuse me. What's up, Mr. Rick? How are you?
What's going on, Rick? How you doing, brother?
All right, Mr. Eric Zick, I think's how you pronounce it. It is your turn, sir. Are you still here? She's very welcome. I appreciate y'all hanging out and playing our games. It's just a silly stoner game to entertain stoners. What can I say? Eventually, we'll have a segment on growing once I figure out where I'm going to put this tent up at. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm just kind of really trying to figure out where I'm going to. Yeah. You have a good night too, Miss Smokahonis. Mr. Rick, the strain game is relatively easy. When it is your turn, like we are currently waiting for Mr. Eric, and we will give you what is possibly a strain, and you got to tell me if it's real or not. You want to know what, Dewey? You could probably make it work. You put your light in the right spot, it'd probably work just fine.
Yep.
If I've learned anything, light placement has a lot to do with a lot of it. Miss Jess, I don't know, but Mother Nature seems to be on drugs, and they're not the good ones because she's been something else lately. Maybe she'll settle down here soon. And I remember to clean all my glass before you got here, Mr. Alex, because I know you like to lecture people if it's not clean.
It's not necessarily if it's not clean, but there's a certain level of dirty that if I see it, I'm just like, ugh. So
Oh no, it was well. You see what color it is now, right? You see what color it is now before it matched the background.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And it's clear, so yeah, it was quite.
No, it's mainly like have you seen Ted's bong before he cleans it? He'll have a solid half gram of just
Yes,
reclaim in it. That's when I'm like, yeah, clean that shit.
Yeah, you just seen mine before I cleaned it. That's exactly what you just said. Because it was icky. But that's all right. They get that way, and then I soak them for 12 to 24 hours, and they're just fine. Shake it up with some table salt. What's up, Red Eye 242?
Here anymore.
I don't think he is either. They were looking for Mr. Jamie Burton, Mr. Nubs, Red Eye 302.
Going on, Thomas? How you doing, brother?
Thomas is Red Eye 242. I'm going to take a safe guess and say he's probably getting ready for work.
There you go. Nubs is here.
All right, Mr. Jamie, we are going to give you Killing Fields. What do you think, sir? Killing Fields. All your rigs are clean and sparkling, Ted? That's good. I've been told that's a good habit to develop, but that's one reason I don't use a lot of glass. Give me a glass chilling in my seahorse and I'll be perfectly happy no matter what you give me to smoke. It is real, sir. That makes you number 8 on our Wheel of Winners. And you get Mr. Shane Mundy, Alex. And he's probably here. He might just be chasing his little one around, but he'll be back.
Yep. We'll see if it's here.
He says, no, bedbound still. Oh, well, I hope you feel better, Mr. Thomas.
Damn, man. He'll snap out of it. He's too stubborn to go anywhere.
Yeah. I know that feeling. He's stubborn like a migraine. Oh. And I don't know if everybody suffers migraines, but migraines are a bitch. Oh.
Put your feet in hot ass water for like 5 minutes.
I'd rather soak my whole body in a hot bathtub.
Do just your feet because then it pulls the blood from your head down.
Ooh,
if you do your whole body. If you do your whole body, then it doesn't quite as well. So
I'll have to try that. McChilly said hi. I don't know if you heard him, but
what's up?
Who's got a buffalo head nickel? I probably do over there in the bank.
Jane Mundy is here. All right. Yours is triple homicide.
Ooh. Y'all must be able to hear the music in the background on occasion, huh? And my TV's only on 4. I don't see how y'all can hear that.
If you get migraines, put your feet in as hot as water as you can possibly like physically stand. For about 5 minutes, you'll feel the relief. Now you do need to get some meds and all that stuff going and drink a bunch of water or whatnot. Because usually most headaches and migraines are caused or triggered by dehydration to some level. But
hello, Anthony. How are you?
So get that taken care of while you're doing that, and then it will come back, but hopefully not as bad.
My first reaction when I feel a migraine starting is drink a Mountain Dew, and if that doesn't work, you take a hot bath and a nap.
Try just your feet, like up to your ankles next time.
Well, there's always that remedy too, McChilly.
What did he say? Is it real or not? I didn't see the answer.
No, I was talking to McChilly. He says you could always smoke a joint and I'd get rid of it too. Shane hasn't answered you yet.
4 or 5.
Yes, Mr. Jamie, you got number 8.
Real
Shane said
strain?
it is a real strain.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Shane, that makes you number 9 on our wheel of winners.
It is. It is a very niche strain that I'm actually surprised you got that right. So I was expecting that one to throw off because I don't even think that one's Googleable.
You want to know what? There's some that aren't, because I put up one night and told everybody it was fake, and Ted's in the comments going, "No, it's not." And I was like, "Oh well, my bad."
I was like, it's one of those strains where it's like, I know the guy that made it, and he's never put it on market.
Mr. Chris Taylor, there's about 5 people towards you. How are you, Mr. George Walker? How are you today, sir? Mr. George Walker is red eye 449, I think. Hold on, I gotta go check my cheat sheet. Yes, he's 449. These are the newer ones. I got like 5 or 6 of them last week, and I get their numbers confused. Do you really, Miss Nobody? That's weird. I got you, Mr. Thomas.
They see it before StreamYard picks it up for StreamYard's end.
That is so weird. But I believe it. That's why I look at my phone sometimes, because...
Well, that's the lag, because we see the comments way before they see the video on our end.
Lag's terrible. You're all right, Mr. Jamie. We ain't going nowhere. Well, I'm looking for Miss Madonna Easton, but if I don't see her, then I guess it will be Miss Jess's turn. Miss Jess Rosebud. And I got me Chili's favorite in here. I got a gelato of some sort because I can taste it. Oh no, Miss Jess, that's not good.
Damn. Yeah, it's probably about 30, 40 seconds.
It usually averages about 30, 35 here recently. It's not as noticeable when there's somebody up here with you, but when you're up here by yourself, it's really noticeable, because then you're waiting for the comments and you end up with 30 seconds of you not saying anything.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Jess, we're going to give you Green Queen. You got a fuzzy banger? Soak it in some alcohol. It'll be fine. I soak all my glass in a mixture that's probably 50%, 91% alcohol and 50% hot water. And 12 to 24 hours later, everything is brand new, like it's never been used, never been touched.
There you go. I've used 710 cleaner's really good.
I've been told that, but I just don't.
I use it on like the dab rig and stuff, because that's like very sticky.
Well, Miss Madonna, you are up next, so don't go anywhere, my dear. We're waiting on Miss Jess, and her strain is Green Queen. The lag is terrible, Miss Jess. It's very bad. It is a real strain, my dear. You are number 10 on our wheel of winners. And now it's Miss Madonna's turn, and she is here already. Hopefully she didn't disappear on us again.
Right. There was a delay, so who knows? We'll double check real quick.
Miss Madonna's one of our wonderful Canadian members.
Oh, there you go.
We got a big handful of them, but that's about it. Got weed under my fingernail, y'all. She says she's here.
Bearded clam.
Bearded clam. She says it's real.
To my knowledge, it is not.
Oh, so no, Madonna, unfortunately, it is not, my dear. But if you will hashtag second hit, we'll give you another try.
If somebody wants to Google it and double check, but to my knowledge, it is not.
That's usually my disclaimer too when I say it. I'd be like, at least not to the best of my knowledge, it's not. Because Ted called me out on that one when I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, if somebody wants to double check, please have at it. But to my knowledge, it is not.
Ted's laughing at us. She says second hit.
What's that mean?
You mean she gets a second try?
Oh.
You always get a second chance because, you know. It's a VJ. Oh.
Grape Yeti.
Yeah, I know my opinion, but I don't get to answer. Oh.
That's right. I said it with a straight face, Cheryl. That was part of the trickery. I was dying inside, though, trying not to laugh.
I usually keep myself away. She says no.
No is correct.
Miss Madonna, we're number 11. Miss Amanda Lewis. Goodness. We're on Miss Amanda Lewis right now, Mr. Rick. Goodness. Great Yeti. I was thinking, I didn't think it was real, but I was like, that sounds like you combined Yeti and Great Punk. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not real yet. It may happen.
As soon as you said it, I was like, nope, that's not real.
Yep, it may happen, but no, it is not real as of now.
I was about to say, it's not real as of yet.
That may happen. I'd have to. I don't know which one I'd hunt a male of. I'd have to think about that.
I need to figure out what my favorite strain is going to be and find somebody to cross my favorite strain with McChilly's favorite strain and call it the Red Eye strain.
There you go.
I just got to pick a favorite first, and I just ain't done that yet.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch that I like, but they're all over the spectrum. Ain't none of them even close to each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I could possibly do in the future once I can expand a bit.
There you go.
Still saving up for the expansion.
And it's a process that's well worth it, but it's an expensive process to start.
Yeah, that fund got a little bit drained when the truck needed new O2 sensor, new coil pack, and a couple other things. So
Violet says if you smoke a bearded clam, you might get clam slammed. You might.
Clam slam, yep. That's like right. I've always, I've brought this up a few times in other lives, but just on the side, beyond the strain game, folks, if you can think of other names for what the female equivalent of cock blocking is, Like, for instance, there's like clam jam or taco blanco, like that kind of stuff. Like, if you can come up with those, I need more of them. I appreciate it. Anyway.
He's looking for future names, y'all.
Right? Not future names. It's just I like dropping random shit like that in conversation and seeing if people pick up on it. So
Miss Jess says when you Google bearded clam, hairy clam pops up.
yeah. You need to be very specific in your wording on that Google search.
All right, Miss Amanda Lewis, you get pink Pez. Pink Pez. Alex, when's the last time you had one of them old school popsicles that we used to fight over as kids? I know you know the ones I'm talking about. That are just clear sleeve. They're red, yellow, green, pink.
Yesterday.
Is it just me, or do they not have distinct flavors anymore?
They're a little bit different, but I mean, I have a 6-year-old, so yeah, we got those. We got those on deck.
Hi, Twisted Rissa. Well, enjoy your evening, my dear. I'm glad you stopped by to say hello.
Hey, how's it going, Twisted?
341.
Candied clam. Good Lord.
Not yet, Miss Jessica, but you're coming up in about 5 people. Miss Amanda Lewis, what did you say? Because I missed it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't see where she answered me yet. Oh, she said strain. It is a strain, my dear. That makes you number 12 on our wheel of winners. And next up's Miss Christy Gatto. She's red-eyed 212, I think. Don't quote me, y'all. I'm getting a little bit high. My numbers might get confused.
Is she here?
She's usually one of them that sits in the back and don't say anything. You're very welcome, Miss Amanda. Pickle juice. There's over 5,000 some odd different strains, and there's new ones coming out every day.
Yep.
And yes, Chris Trailer, he says, no, not you. Yeah, it might be a little bit high, but it's okay. I can honestly say, though, y'all, aside from, well, hi, Mama Rochi.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
I watch lives, and that's when I smoke the majority of my weed, unless me and McChilly are smoking joints. Because I just don't. I'll get up in the morning, take a couple dabs, and I'm good for the rest of the day. You're red-eyed, 4 eyes. No, if you want a red-eye number, Mr. Rick, it's easy to get one. You just got to put a pot on your head and take a picture and send it to me. Cooking pot, flower pot, pot plant, smokable pot, pot pipe. We're pretty flexible. And I hope you're doing well, red-eye 282 and 282.5.
Eileen, the one-legged waitress.
Oh, that made me giggle. Sorry.
Yep. I think we got to skip to the next one.
Where's that fucking pothead at? I know he's here somewhere. Chris Trailer. And for those of you that don't know, no, I'm not being mean and calling him names. Oh, if you know Chris Trailer, you know why I call him that.
He said, not you. Well, I don't know how long ago that was.
Oh, he's talking about me when I said I might be a little bit high. He said, no, not you. Well, that's good, Mama Rochi. Just remember, if you need it, take your left hand and put it on your right shoulder, your right hand and put it on your left shoulder. Take a deep breath and then squeeze really hard, because that's a hug from me to you, heart to heart, no matter the miles that keep us apart. It's the best way to get a hug from somebody you can't get anywhere near. And hugs are healing, y'all. I don't care what anybody says. A physical hug will make you feel better than a lot of things anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Because hugs have been overrated over the years and nobody hugs anybody anymore. All right, Mr. Trailer is here, Mr. Alex.
Okay. Let's do purple panty dropper.
Joe says sharing is caring, especially when I'm receiving. You are very welcome, Mama Rochi. Over the years, as we grow up, we forget how good hugs feel as we're teenagers and all that. And then, Well, Mr. Shane, it's not your turn yet, sir. But yeah, that's one of the easier ones because that was one of my used last week. So.
Oh, did you?
It's all right. I find the way I do it, Alex, is because I do this every week. I open LeafFly and I pick a random dispensary. You can't see it because the screen's too bright. Hold on.
Oh, I'm just going off the top of the head.
Well, you've been growing long enough that you can do that. I just open a dispensary website and I go down the page.
Yeah.
Then I know if they're real or not because obviously it's real. They're selling it at the dispensary. He says most definitely real and it's really good. It works also. Yep. You get lucky number 13, Mr. Chris Trailer. Well, Miss Cheryl, that's why I say to squeeze tight. Because, some people verse tight is 10 seconds, some is 30. That's all right. We don't mind people guessing because if they give the answer and then people still get it wrong, that just shows how much of a pothead we are. It's all good. It's just fun and games for some silly stickers. And a friendship bracelet. If you're lucky. The next up's Miss Violet Scott. Oh, see, yeah, that would be ridiculous, Jess. I wouldn't be able to deal with that. It's one thing if they're on the sidewalk and the wind's blowing it towards my house, but don't put it on my porch and then let it blow in my door. That's just being rude. All right, Miss Violet. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jessica, you're actually next, and then it's Miss D's turn, and then Mr. Ted's. But we are going to give you green candy, Miss Violet.
Excuse me.
She says it's smoky in here and it's not weed smoke. See, because I can't complain because I only cook about probably not even 15 foot from my patio door. But I also live, I'm not cooking right in front of anybody else's door but my own. But you don't sit up. That's just rude.
What strain did you give her?
I gave her green candy.
Green candy.
Yes. And it is a real strain, Miss Violet. You are number 14 on the Wheel of Winners. And now it's Miss Jessica's turn.
Is Miss Jessica here?
Yes, she was just about a minute ago because she asked how far down the list she was.
Oh.
Well, you want to know what? We have that in common, Mr. Rick, because my father shares my given name as well. But not very many people know that name unless you're part of the private group.
And Miss Jessica. Oh. Let's go with Buddha's hands.
Ooh.
Little squeak meows. Well,
See, that one
baby
made me
cat
think about it.
meows.
I was sitting here going, wait a minute.
Do you hear them on your end?
I hear a little. I hear it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Your maiden name's of church. What's up, Mr. Christopher? We got you on our list. We're getting there slowly, sir. You're about 6 people down my list. Oh, no. No, Miss KJ, but you're coming up in about 8 people. We are looking for... Oh, so that's Miss Jessica Sauls, and then it will be Miss D. Evans' turn. She says, yes, it is real.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, Miss Jessica. That makes you number 15.
Limited run collab between Compound and Runts Genetics.
I know you're here, Mr. Ted, but we got to see if Miss D's here, and you got D and Joe, and then it's your turn. And then Miss Deb's after you, of course. Because that way I don't forget. Because I tried to separate them before so they'd be further apart on the wheel, and I almost forgot about her. Can't be doing that. You're all right, Miss KJ. We're getting there, my dear. Slowly but surely. We got a big list tonight because usually I'm reaching the end of it about now. So thank you all, everybody, for joining us. And thank you again, Mr. Alex.
Like I shared it out a bit.
Mr. over there.
I shared it out a bit.
It's all right. I don't get. My page is public, so anytime I go live, anybody can see it. I don't.
There you go. Yep, that's what I started doing. Was having it on the public, so that way it can just be shared.
I share it into the private page myself for those people that don't want anybody else to see them but me on StreamYard. So if they want that option, it's there. But
yep.
No, Miss Janet, I didn't. You're on my list too. You're after Miss KJ. You're further down the. I don't see Miss D though.
I don't either.
Which means it's Mr. Joe Orzel's turn.
Joe is here. He was just talking.
I know he is. All right, Mr. Joe. Gas station sushi. 11, Miss Madonna. On the Wheel of Winners, your number is 11 today. For putting up with y'all, I'm more like y'all putting up with me because it's easier for all y'all got to do is just scroll off and go somewhere else. Yes, sir, you are, Mr. George. It's just quite a long list today. You are coming up, though, sir, I promise. Yes, sir, it is. And it's not a bad one. It's actually one of the ones that I like a lot. That makes you number 16, sir.
There you go.
And, hey, Alex, you get Ted.
Get Ted?
Yep, you get Ted.
Okay, well, I had one ready, but it would have been too easy for him, so give me a second. I'll give that one to somebody else. Oh, I gotta think. Purple Voodoo.
Ooh. See, that sounds interesting. If it's real, that would be one I would try just because of the name. And yes, I'm one of them people that try it just because of the name. I only tried the gas station sushi when I did it because I was thinking it would be stinky and skunky and no. Ted says that's fake.
It's real, man.
Oh. Ted, you'll have to hashtag second hit, sir.
Purple Voodoo.
Oh, it's not letting me tag D either. He says second hit.
The cannoli.
Ooh.
The cannoli is real. Yep.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Ted. You are number 17 on our Wheel of Winners. And we are going to give Miss Deb Full Moon. They put the fire out. Well, yeah, if it's that windy, it's not going to do you any good because the wind's not going to let it get hot enough and stay hot enough to actually cook anything. It's either going to flare it up and burn it or put it out to where it don't cook at all. It is real. Miss Deb gets what, in my opinion, is the best number on the wheel. Oh, this number right here. Oh, on the Wheel of Winners tonight. Let's see. And next on my list is Miss Charlene.
Do we have a Charlene here?
Oh, yes. I guarantee you Miss Charlene's here. She likes to sit back and listen, and she reads the comments and sits in the background. Miss Charlene's been one of my faithful watchers. She's been at every show for... Yes, ma'am. She's number 18. Love you too, Mama Rochi. You have a beautiful evening, my dear. Brain fart. Yeah. There she is. She's been watching since she got her number.
Nice.
Miss Charlene is here. So, Mr. Alex, that's on you.
Northern Layer Cake.
See, that's where I tend to wonder because I'm not a big cake or cookie fan. Or mint fan. Which is really weird because that covers just about a lot of them. Oh, I am not in the mood for this. We don't want to hear this today. That's better than nothing. She says it's real.
It is not.
Oh, Miss Charlene, you'll have to hashtag second hit and we'll get you another try. Cheers, y'all. I'm heating up the seahorse. Because why not? A lot of strains are named after food in general. I could probably make a whole game out of it and just use food name strains.
It's true.
That just requires more work and thinking than I can sometimes do at one time at another. Charcoal to a propane. Yeah, that takes a nice gray color. You know, not the brightest crown in the box.
Second hit for Charlene. Night Lights.
See, and I missed it. I didn't even see it pop up on StreamYard, but I was reading Jess's thing.
It was right above Jess's.
Oh, sorry, Miss Charlene. It did because I didn't see anything from Joe, and then all of a sudden Jess's was the last one I seen on my screen, and I was like, there's Mama D. Mama D, you missed your turn, but if you're still here, you can give me a minute and we'll get you on our list. I tried to tag you, but it wouldn't let me.
Night Lights is real, yes.
There you go. Miss Charlene, you are number 19. All right, we got Miss... Well, my phone says Miss D Evans come back, but I haven't heard her say anything. Purple Voodoo is a 50-50 sativa indica split. See, that sounds like it would be good because I like the 50-50 splits.
Yep.
And I'm not sure why, but I found myself that most of them that I tend to like are the 50-50 splits.
I enjoyed it. This I got. I won this for free from the Three Buds Live on one of them. From one of their sponsors for the podcast.
Can't beat that. Hello, Mr. Durrell. How are you? I got you on my list, sir. Well, I ain't seen her say anything, so maybe she must not want to play. All right, then we got Mr. Dewey, Red Eye 447. I ain't seen him say anything in a while, so he may have left too. But that's all right. We appreciate everybody that even if they just stop by and say hi and then leave.
Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by.
What's going on, Daryl? How you doing, brother?
The list has got a little bit of a length to it, but you're more than welcome to hang out and play.
Oh yes.
All right, sir. We're going to give you Cantaloupe Haze. Mr. Dewey. Cantaloupe Haze. I got to go to the store and get some yeast so I can make some fry bread. I've never had it, but Dewey sent me the recipe, and I'm going to attempt to make some myself. Attempt being the key word there. It is real. Congratulations, sir. You are number 20. And now it's that weirdo's turn, Mr. Timothy Barker.
Timothy Barker, is he here?
And then we got Mr. Christopher Utley after that. Mr. Red Eye 4. We're looking for 432 and 452. Wait, is that right? 451, my bad.
Nobody blames you. There's a 450 or some odd of them at this point.
And infused joints, you believe by Spaceman. There you go. Can't beat that.
Oh yeah.
Flour, you can't beat that at all. That's what I call a good week of karma in action. I am a very firm believer in karma. What you put out in the world always comes back, and it's karma. It's pronounced ha-ha, fuck you. Because you do me wrong, it's going to come back to you 10 times worse. So it's the way it works. That's why you can't be a shitty person. All right, Mr. Christopher. It's your turn, sir, because I don't know where Mr. Timothy went.
Oh, is it on me?
Yep, it's on you, sir.
Christopher, let's go with Sam Squanch.
See, that one made me think. That's wait. I try not to be a mean and nasty person, but sometimes being nice just doesn't get the point across. Sometimes you just gotta be rude.
Oh yeah.
They say kill them with kindness, and some people it just doesn't work on. Sure they do, Shane. That's why you still see your daughter and your son, and why you've got grandchildren.
Demons.
Yeah.
I prefer the word fuck trophy.
That works too. Hold on, Mr. Timothy. We'll give you one in a second. Mr. Timothy, I'm going to give you, how about sour amnesia? And Christopher says, yes, it is real.
Not Sasquatch, Sam Squanch.
Oh, Sam Squatch, not Sasquatch. Sam Squatch, S-A-M.
Sam Squanch.
Oh, I don't want to listen to a simple man. Okay. And that's going to get me flagged by Facebook. Pandora, you're just trying to get me in trouble today.
Crotch Goblins is good too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've heard a lot of people say that. I've been calling my son Squirt since he was big enough to walk, so And it's hilarious because he's like 6'8". And I still, hey, Squirt, what are you doing? And he'll turn around and look at me, fine, how are you?
Fake. It is real.
Oh.
It is from Mephisto Genetics.
There you go. But if you will hashtag second hit, we'll get you another try. And exactly right, Miss Jess. Because, you know, in all honesty, in this day and age, it takes more energy to be hateful than it does to just let hateful people be hateful in their own time. It takes more energy to respond to the negativity than to just let it go. Just keep scrolling. Why people got to be mean and take the time to be mean? Sorry. Some people just irritate me, and I've seen a lot of hate recently.
They got it from the way that Ricky says it in Trailer Park Boys. That's where that name came from. It's the damn Sam Squanches. Second hit. Blue Meanies.
Ooh. See, Miss Janet, I only got one, and he is 22 years old. He'll be 23 this year. God, I'm old, y'all. But both him and my cat answered a shithead. I will hit something when I finish my bad choice, Mr. Thomas. Miss Cheryl, you're next. And then it's Miss KJ. Squitchwomps. They're one of them things until you show me irrefutable proof that they're not real. Anything's possible. I've actually seen enough crazy shit walking through the woods, and yeah, anything's possible. What do you think, Mr. Christopher? He says it's real.
It is.
Congratulations.
It's real. Dungeons of Dank Genetics, also out of Missouri.
That makes you number 21. Mr. Timothy, did you answer me and me miss it? Hold on, let me scroll up, because I might have. He says, yep, it is a real strain, sir. Congratulations, you are number 22. And now it's Miss Cheryl Howard's turn. And then it's Mr. Rick's turn. Or KJ and then Rick. And we've only got about 5 people left, y'all. Timothy says it's an F13. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure Alex does.
What's up? F1 through 3? Of what?
I don't know. All I says was F1 through 3. I have no clue what he's talking about.
Being in development? Probably. Technically, well, it depends on the parental stability beforehand. A lot of times you can get a damn stable F3. What's up, Mama Kitty? Well, one of the mama. This one has the week old.
She says it's time. She says I need a break and it's time for some lovin's.
Yep, she's got the week olds.
She had to give them every one of them a bath after you touched the one earlier. Come on now.
Now the other ones she gave her, she hasn't come out of that box yet.
Well, she might not be done yet.
Yeah, last I looked, there were 2 in there, but who knows? It's been about an hour at this point, so.
Well, it's been at least that, because yeah, you showed us the kitten before we started the game, and it's been an hour since we started the game, so.
Yeah.
Oh. Crossing this and that. We were talking about that. Oh, Alex, I got a question for you. What is the difference between these dispensaries that sell weed that they claim is the best stuff in the world versus the dispensaries that register with the state and sell weed?
What do you mean?
Okay, here in town we have we have the one that's registered by the state that you can only go into once a day, blah blah blah. The last month or so, there's been one that's opened on downtown. They don't scan your ID when you go in, but they also can't tell you the parents of the plants. But they swear to God, it's real weed.
It's probably THCA at the one that's not registered.
Probably that means I don't want it.
It's one of those things where it's like it converts when it's lit. So is there a big difference? That's debatable. However, there is a difference in the longevity and all that of the experience. So it's essentially underdeveloped cannabis.
Well, because I've had long email conversations with one of the bud tenders at the one downtown that's not registered with the state, and I'm like, "There's no way."
Yep, it's probably all THCA, which is fine. I mean, it does the job. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, any dispensary, yeah, Shane just said any dispensary is going to tell you that theirs is the best and all that.
Oh, see, I haven't even asked the people at the actual one registered with the state about the one downtown, but I've actually emailed them and been asking them questions over the last couple of weeks, and their answers just are kind of vague. And I was just kind of, it kind of really made me question it because they had a strain on there that sounded really good. And I was like, well, what parents made that strain? Because your information says it's a hybrid. So therefore, you know what parents made it. So what's it? And they couldn't tell me.
Yeah. Well, that's also, like, you're talking to the people that didn't necessarily grow it. So they may have no fucking idea. That also is a problem in a lot of like legal dispensaries. They got no fucking clue what they're talking about.
You want to know what? If I knew somebody local that grew and I grew it the right way, that would be one thing. But I don't. So therefore, I don't know anybody local that's local to me. So the safest thing I can do is go to the dispensary down the road because I don't trust any just random.
I can give you a couple names of people that I trust that would ship it to you. So
it's just one of them things that I'm, yeah. I've seen too many people that's gotten the wrong thing for the wrong person just out here, and no. No.
I get it, but the blame isn't on the person receiving the package if anything happens.
Oh, I know. I get gifts all the time, but I was just meaning here personally as far as like calling somebody here locally and having it like within the hour. Yeah, that's not going to happen unless I go get a dispensary and get it.
Well, yeah. You'd have to plan out because it'd take a few days to get there and all that.
Well, hi, Miss Brenda. How are you? Miss Brenda's Red Eye 452. And Miss Cheryl is here, Mr. Alex. And you want to know what? I'll do Miss Cheryl and I'll let you do Rick because you know Rick better than I do. And it sounds like he's a grower, but I'm not. So
yep.
I'll let you give Mr. Rick one and then I'll give Miss Cheryl one.
Okay. You want me to go ahead with Rick?
Yep, you go right ahead and then I'll give Miss Cheryl hers.
Masked Queen.
Ooh.
Masked Queen.
Mr. Rick, I plan on going personal as soon as I can figure out where I'm going to put my tent because I currently live in federal funding housing, so it's still technically illegal for me to grow, whether I have a medical license or not, because I live in federally funded housing. Even though it's a private owner, but it's still not allowed. But once I put the tent up, they can't legally look in it, so it doesn't really matter. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it first. Well, Miss Brenda, if you ever have any questions, this gentleman right over here can help you. So can Mr. Don Williams, or you're more than welcome to make a post in the private page. Somebody will help you.
Yep. People that ask me for advice and stuff on grows, especially if it's their first grow, I will put a disclaimer on it. I am going to let you make mistakes. The reason for that is because the best way to learn is by fucking up. So I give general ideas of stuff to do and then kind of let you do your thing. And if it's wrong, you found out. One of those kind of situations is how I coach people. It's a little more trial by fire. Masked Queen does exist. Elevated STL.
Oh, hashtag second hit, sir. And Miss Cheryl, I know you're here because you just commented. We will give you White Lotus. Masked Queen, that sounds interesting. Oh, you've
Good
got
one.
Nancy's own. Nancy's too. There you go.
There you go.
Well, there you go, Miss Jess. But it'll also give you time to stock up on the things you need to restart next year. Sometimes taking a break's what you need to do, so you got time to.
Yeah, Rick, if you do hashtag second hit, then I can give you another chance.
I got you on my list, Mr. Shane. And yes, it is real, Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl, that makes you number. Well, let's see. Let's see if Rick gets his right, so I don't mess up my list.
Grandpa's stash.
Ooh. My grandpa's stash was never weed; it was always Mad Dog. My other grandpa, I didn't find out he smoked weed till the day he died.
There you go.
One of my uncles found out he'd passed away and told me to go down to his house and get a Tony Stewart lunchbox before anybody else got to the house. He had it sitting in his living room right there on his display next to his TV, and I was like, yeah, nobody's going to notice that's missing. Oh, well, that works too.
Rick is Grandpa's stash. Grandpa's stash.
What do you think, Mr. Rick? Yes, sir, you did. Your second, Grandpa's stash is your second one. There are lots of people with good things to grow. And now I'm questioning myself because I think I've got like 3 or 4 grape funk seeds, but I'm not sure I want to start with them because if I understand it right, they won't be reproduced and I might just want to hang on to them for now.
Yep. And the Mythic Genetics sale is starting tonight. I haven't posted it yet.
Well, I was just making sure I heard you right yesterday because I do have like 3 or 4 of them left in the other room because that's what I tried to do the last time I was going to grow, but they never sprouted. But I think that's my fault because I kind of forgot where I put them.
Yeah, it's on you, Rick. Is Grandpa's stash a strain or not? You gonna say yes?
Already?
Yes, it is. So add Rick to that list.
He is number 23. And that means it's on Miss KJ's hearts now.
Nice.
There you go, Miss Brenda. I've got a whole variety pack in there. Some of them we bought, most of them I've won that I've got them all in a dry, dark, cool place. It doesn't ever get too hot, never gets too cold.
Yep.
And they're protected from all extra light.
The Mythic Genetics sale, I fully expect a couple of the strains to be out of stock by the end of it. Because there's a couple that are very close to out already. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's a good thing for you, not a good thing for everybody else.
Right. And it's stuff that'll never be remade. I have no plans on making a version 2 or reproducing them as they are. So yep.
Number 24, Miss Cheryl. Because I figured Mr. Rick would get it right, so I jumped the gun, but it'll be okay.
You did. He did
It'll be
get
all
it right.
That's why he got number 23 and Miss Cheryl got number 24.
There you go.
Well, hi, Miss Marissa. I didn't know you left. This is the first time I've seen you. Hello, my dear. And you do have a number, but for the life of me, I'm too high to remember what it is right this minute. She's 421.
That
I had to
close.
stop and think about it for a minute. I almost went and opened the cheat sheet, and then I remembered what it was. Well, hi, Mr. Ralph. Long time no see, sir. And that's all right. I understand people need breaks from Facebook. It happens. Welcome back. I got you, Miss Marissa. Oop.
Hard to be quiet when you're playing this.
Me too. There, when Alex gave one of them a while ago, I almost answered, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, nope, not my turn." I don't see Miss KJ anywhere. What about Miss Janet? Miss Janet Caudill, are you still here, my dear? I'll put you on my list, Mr. Ralph. I hope you've been well. I don't need any more of that right now. Oh. We're looking for Miss KJ Hartz and Miss Janet Caudill. And if they're not here, then we've only got 2, 4, 6 people left on the list now.
There you go.
Oh, well, happy late birthday, Miss Josh and Miss Josh and Marissa. And that is cool. All right, Miss Janet. Miss Janet's on you, Mr. Alex. Yeah. Let's double check the list.
Plankton.
Plankton? Hey, like SpongeBob's arch nemesis.
Yeah, yeah. Nancy and the genetics. Yes, that's kind of something too.
And once again, for those of you that are new and coming in, if you're in the Missouri area, check this out too.
Canacraft.
Yes, Canacraft. You know, Alex, for the longest time, I was calling it Misfit. I was calling it the Mythic Misfit event because I didn't know what else to call it.
Yeah, we're collabing
like,
on
Misfits. It works.
Yeah, we're collabing on this one, and event after that one that I'm doing. I'm figuring out if I'm doing that solo or collabing with another guy from another fairly local guy down here in the Southeast Missouri area.
There you go.
Might do one, so we'll figure it out.
She says it is a strain.
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, Miss Janet, hashtag second hit, and we'll give you another try. And Miss Marissa, I wasn't sure if he was sitting right there next to you. That's why I said hi to him too.
That can certainly be Googled and double checked, but not to my knowledge.
Well, you want to know what, Alex? I'm going to give you one. You ready?
Sure.
We're going to give you peanut butter float.
Peanut butter float?
Yes. Peanut butter
There's
float.
so many different peanut butter variations. I'm going to say yes because most of the variations of peanut butter or anything are used.
Nope.
No shit.
Nope. I made it up because I got a peanut butter sitting here and some root beer float candy. So I just figured.
So I know there's a peanut butter ice cream. I know there's peanut butter parfait. I know there's peanut butter apples. I know there's PB&J. There's peanut butter fucking everything. So I was like, yeah, probably.
That's why I couldn't make them easy. All right. How about this time we'll give you.
Oh, it's I think that's on me still because the plankton one.
No, this is your second hit.
Oh, I was going to do
give
Janet.
You Buddha Haze. You're
Buddha
right.
what?
Go ahead. Yours is Buddha Haze.
That's not real.
Yes, it is. All right, Miss Janet, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I feel good because I beat Alex twice. I don't ever beat anybody twice. Ted, very rarely. I think I've only beat Ted twice once. I get him one time all the time, but getting him that second time never works.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another one.
Oh, is it Miss Jenny? Well, see, there you go. Miss Jenny says I was wrong. It is real. So I said to the best of my knowledge it wasn't. I made it up from the candy that's sitting on my table.
So I was right on the first one.
That's all right. That means Alex is number 25. Yeah.
Let's see. Bag.
See, and I'm not sure about that one. Miss Jenny, I'll have to look that up later and see what it's made from, because well, Miss Jenny, then maybe you need to come up and co-host with me one week.
There you go.
She's too shy. I've been trying for more than 2 years to get her to come up with me. Keep telling people it's not as hard as you think. You get up here with somebody and you forget the comments are even there.
Janet, bag is a strain.
I am very sorry, Miss Janet.
Sorry about that. Short for berries and astringent gas from Square One Genetics.
All right, Miss Brenda, you have a good day. You'll give me one cat piss. I've heard cat piss is good, but I haven't had any personally.
It doesn't taste or smell like cat piss.
Oh, I know. I just haven't come across it. I've heard lots of people talk about that one and cheetah piss, but I have never personally tried them.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that because there used to be, like, way back in the day, there'd be herb every now and then that smelled kind of like that sulfuric, almost cat piss kind of smell to it.
Last time I bought some from a friend of mine here locally, it kind of smelled like cat piss when you burn it. And I was like, oh no, I can't be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
It smelled like I needed to change the litter box. I was like, oh no, we can't be doing that. That's the one thing I can't. Mr. George Walker. And then we got Mr. Thomas, but I don't know if he's still here or not. I'm sure he is. He's probably laying there playing video games. Sounds good if it's real. Well, see, Shane, I've heard it's good stuff. But it's just one of them that I haven't found around here available for. You have a good evening too, Miss Janet. I hope you come back and see me on Friday. All right, Mr. George. We're going to give you Star Tonic. What do you think? Oh, Mr. Thomas, you'll give me a second. You're up right after Mr. George. Watermelon. You want to know what, Don? I want to say no, but I'm going to say it probably is because I can imagine what it's made from. And with you, you always find some of them with the funniest names. But you'll have to send me a list of all your names, and I'll tell you which one's going to be your biggest plant this year, because I've been right the last 2 years. Let's see if I can do it 3 years running. Don likes to show me his garden every year, and the last 3 years running, I've been able to tell him which plant's going to be his biggest just by how they're Yeah. So I'm good with that. I just can't grow my own. But I kill cactuses, y'all, so don't listen to me.
You can do it.
That's what Don says. I'm sure going to give it a shot once again, as soon as I figure out. Believe me, I think about it all the time. Is where can I put up a 4x4 tent? Because I got a lot of stuff.
You can make it happen. It is
a strain, Mr. George.
You can make it happen.
That makes you number 27, sir. And Alex, Mr. Thomas is on you.
Thomas, is he here?
Yeah, he said he was here. He was just stoned.
Oh, my bad.
You're...
NYC Gumbo.
Ooh. I know gumbo's yummy as long as it's not seafood gumbo.
I like seafood gumbo.
I don't like seafood, so.
I'm not a big fan of scallops, but other than that, I'm good with it.
If it swims, I don't eat it. I don't even eat tuna. I don't like any of that. I've tried it. Last time I tried it was like 9.5 months ago. No, 18 months ago.
Real? Yep, it's real.
Congratulations, Mr. Thomas. That makes you number 28. And now we're looking for Mr. Durrell, but I don't think he's still here. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, I believe you, Miss Jenny. Thank you. Miss Charlene, no, I don't. But I do know somebody that does. I smoke 24/7s. Because they're the cheapest ones besides rolling my own. And I roll enough joints. I don't need to be stuffing cigarettes, too. And that's just not the same. I don't care what anybody says. All right, Matthew. Have a good night. Well, I don't see Mr. Durrell. What about Mr. Shane Briggs? Are you still here, sir? I ain't seen him comment in a while either. You're going to go do some adult red-eyeing? I'm not sure I want to know what that means. All right, Mr. Shane. We are going to give you... I gotta think about this because you're another one of them that knows.
Yep, he is.
What about Valley Gelato? Joe, I don't have the patience to do it because between... Oh, awesome, Miss Charlene. Thank you. Mr. Joe, I don't have the patience to do it because between me and McChilly, we smoke an average to 3 to 4 packs a day between the two of us. And I say between the two of it is a real strain, sir. Congratulations, sir. That makes you number 29. But some days I smoke more than he does. Some days he smokes more than I do. But on average, 3 to 4 packs a day. That's too much to roll myself. You're very welcome, sir. All right. Oh, well, hold on, McChilly. Miss Marissa, it's your turn.
I see him, Rick. Is it on me?
It is if Miss Marissa's here, and I'm pretty sure she is. Diamond infused called Dawn Mega Exacts by House Exotics. Ooh, there you go. See, I don't like beer. Give me moonshine and Mad Dog. And if I have to drink beer, it's going to have to be Miller Lite because it's the only one I can stomach. But I'm not a big drinker. Special occasions only, usually.
Give her some moonshine.
I said moonshine or mad dog. You got Miss Marissa and then Mr. Ralph. There's Miss Marissa. She's here, Mr. Alex. We're almost done, I promise.
No, you're good. I didn't know which one I was doing. Let's see. Gelato parfait.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Pop says, how are you, McChilly? Well, he didn't call you McChilly, but...
I'm just chilling.
Oh, yes, Miss Jenny Moonshine. I've already decided once I get good at growing, I'm going to save a bunch of my trim and all that from when I trim my plants, and I'm just going to wrap it in a cheesecloth and soak it in a bottle of moonshine until I'm ready to drink it. Whether that be a year, 3 years, whenever I decide to drink it. Oh, no, ma'am, I don't have a spare closet because none of my closets have doors because I'm in a wheelchair accessible apartment. She says it is a strain.
Not to my knowledge, but that could be double checked.
Oh, Mr. Shane, I've got a bottle of moonshine that's been in my freezer for going on 15 years, but there is only a couple shots left, to be honest. But and I can't get no more of it because the gentleman that made it for me the last time has passed away since then, so it's still just kind of hanging out in there. I'll drink it eventually. I'm just not ready to drink it yet. Ooh, see, that sounds like a good one, Mr. Ralph. And it's your turn, sir. She did get that right?
Nope.
Oh, well, Miss Mercy, you better hashtag second hit then. And then it's Mr. Ralph's turn. They're the last two on my list.
Could be double checked because it is possible that it could be, but not to my knowledge.
Okay. Mr. John Doe's red eye 247, I think. Yeah, because Giggler's 249. And Scott Burns is 248. So, yeah, he's got to be 247. Sorry. Inner monologue running off there.
Oh, you're good.
Those are the random thoughts that go through my mind when I see these names. I'm like, wait a minute. She says second hit.
Second hit. Snowman.
Snowman. Sounds yummy.
The amount of
all right, Mr. Ralph,
meows.
hang on. We'll give. Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah, the amount of little meows. It's like it's two different spots. It's like, God damn it.
Wait till they start walking around and meowing at you.
Yeah.
Every time you walk out there, you're going to have trouble walking around. You're going to have to watch where you put your feet.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Daughter will love it. I already told her, though, when they're 8 weeks old, there's a few that are already spoken for, so. Because we are not keeping all them cats.
She says, gonna say strain.
What did I say?
In all honesty, I don't remember. So if you don't remember, then clearly I need to smoke another dab because no. I was making sure I didn't skip anybody on my list. So I'm notorious for getting too high and skipping somebody on my list, so I was making sure I didn't miss anybody.
Oh, I said snowman. Yes, snowman is a strain. Yes.
There you go. Miss Marissa, you're number 30. And Mr. Ralph, we're going to give you hippie crippler. Thank you, Thomas. I'm glad somebody's paying attention.
I remembered. It just took a minute.
Mr. Ralph is the last one on my list that hasn't played that's still hanging out with us.
There you go.
And we're going to give him hippie crippler.
Hippie crippler?
Hippie crippler. Sounds interesting either way.
Does my daughter get to pick the first, her favorite? Yeah, we're gonna keep one from each litter. But yeah. But that's only because
hot dog water strain.
That's only really because at least both the moms are great mousers, and we have big field next to us that they farm and all that stuff. So put it this way: since we've gotten cats and all that stuff, I haven't had a mouse in the house.
Well, there you go. The hippie one sounds like it would be like it would sucker punch you. It does, because it's hippie crippler. It sounds like it's one of them little brass one hitters that'll be fine for a while. Just smoke it and put it down.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a 6-foot bong. I was like, yep, that cripples me for about 30 minutes.
You want to know what? I can't use one that's that big. I just ain't got the power to clear it.
I have to exhale before, and then like your first full inhale is just drawing it into the chamber, then you exhale, and then your next full is
that's
clear.
Probably what I need to try to do better, because I usually do it all in one shot. It is a strain, sir. That makes you number 31 on our wheel of winners today. Now let me go get my wheel numbered real quick, like.
Sweet.
And this is last call. If you are here watching and you have not hashtagged to play the game, now is your chance. And then we're going to load our wheel and spin it. And thank you again, Mr. Alex, for joining us. You are more than welcome anytime, just like I tell Mr. Ted.
No problem at all. I am sure I will be back.
So let's see if I can get the right window here. Now my question for y'all is: are we going to when it's time to load our wheel? Because we still got a couple. You want to know what? I'll give y'all a 2-minute last call, because that'll put me right at the 1:55 mark. So
sweet.
Hey Ted, dab time or smoke break. Smoke what you got. I just say dab because I've got very little left on the top of my container that I took out earlier, and why not? Hashtag strain game, John Doe. You do too know how to hashtag. Sir, adjust the holes in your turtle mask so you can see the screen a little bit better. Thank you, Mr. Shane. We play every Tuesday night starting at 7:10 Central. Cheers, y'all. And if you don't have a red eye number and you want one, it's easy to get one. You put a pot on your head. Cooking pot, flower pot, smokable pot, pot plant, pot pipe, and send it to me. When I get to 500, we are going to file for a new Guinness World Record and see what we can get. I figure if they decline it, they've at least got to give me a reason why, and we'll see what that reason is before we see where we're going to go from there. Because if they decline it, there's got to be a reason. They can't just decline it because it's stupid. Because they've got some really stupid Guinness World Records.
Yeah. That they do.
Once again, y'all, I gotta keep. I push this all the time, but I remembered to put the banner up here this time, y'all. Look. Don't mind the stuff on the side. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's Miss Jenny's message.
That's the CannaCraft flyer.
Yes.
Gonna have a vendor flyer out here probably tomorrow.
Okay, well, see, then I'll start using that one.
And then, yeah, it's on May 31st. So if you're in Missouri or the Illinois area, like there's a bridge from Illinois, the Chester Bridge from Illinois. If you're like southern Illinois area, you know where Chester is. They put a bridge across there, and from that bridge, it's about 35 minutes to the event.
Are you serious? That's not actually that far from me because, yeah, I know where that's at.
Yep. Chester, they just put in that bridge that goes across now, so it comes out just south of like St. Genevieve area. So you go north a little, like 2 exits on 55, and then make a left on 32. Go down that for a little bit, and then you're there.
I might have that mixed up, but I do believe that's exactly what I'm thinking of. But I am high, so I could be wrong. But you know, anyways.
Yep. A lot of the bridge is new enough that a lot of the GPSs haven't even caught up to it yet. So
I believe that one.
A lot of them will still try to take you up through St. Louis and then over and all that, which that'll add time if you're in Southern Illinois versus going over to Chester and up.
Now, you might as well say I'm right there on the Illinois-Iowa border, so.
Okay.
The Iowa border is probably half hour, 45 minutes from here.
Yep, we're going to have a bunch of canna vendors, a bunch of craft vendors, a couple non-infused food vendors. Still looking for a food truck to be there for the day, so we'll see.
Excuse me.
On that one, I'm gonna have something there food wise. I just have to figure out which food truck to do.
I can honestly say if I come down there, I'm waiting for the barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think my wife's cooking this one.
It's all right. It's still got to be good because, you know, the recipe's pretty close to the same.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to get this wheel popped up here. Are we going to... Oh, Mr. John Doe. I gave you yours, didn't I? No, I didn't. We're going to give you strawberry blue because you don't have a number next to your name, but we'll get you one. My mom messaged and my whole window started blinking something different, and I got confused trying to make it stop. Strawberry blue, Mr. John Doe. I hope you make it, Mr. Thomas. I'm going to do my best to be there too.
Got quite a few people traveling in.
It's the Mythic Misfit Craft. Oh.
Yeah. Mythic Genetics and Misfit Islands presents CannaCraft. CannaCraft is a name that I'm going to be using for events quite often. So there'll be a CannaCraft 2 and then 3 and 4 and yada yada yada.
Yeah. And it is real, Mr. John Doe. That makes you number 32 on our Wheel of Winners, sir. Don says toss it in the air. Well, let's see. We got leave it. Don says, I'm guessing that means shuffle if he wants me to toss it in the air. Got ahead, Mr. John Doe.
Hell yeah, Thomas.
Because that's what y'all get to pick. Oh, there it goes. That's in my comments disappeared.
Yep. Hopefully
what's
by
up,
then,
Mr. Kevin? How are you, sir?
Actually, yeah, by then I'll have more Mythic shirts and I might have hats, but fuck, those are expensive. If you've looked at getting hats and stuff like custom made, good God. That's the only downside.
We have red-eye hats, and I tried to make my own.
They're expensive to get done.
Yeah, hats are not cheap. Yes, they are. Well, especially if you want the better quality, because you can get some that are real cheap made, but they're not.
Yeah, you can get like the basic like trucker hat ones
Shuffle.
pretty cheap.
Kevin, you still got a chance to play if you want. You usually don't play, but sometimes you do. Because we're just getting ready to take down our hashtag. Maybe if I can get my computer to cooperate. There we go. I'm surprised it's not arguing with me the last couple of weeks we played peekaboo. It'll randomly just boot me straight up out of StreamYard.
Oh, damn.
Hats, yeah, $20. Yeah, see, that's expensive for a hat. And when you want to order more than one and you want to order like 10, 15, 20 to have on, it gets to be expensive because
that, and then it's like, I feel bad charging that even to sell them, you know? Like, that's the part. It's like, if I get it at $25, like, then I'm an ass wanting to charge like $35 for a hat. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Mr. Joe, I thought about that, about putting t-shirt logos on the back, but I didn't really think about it with the Red Eye logo. I'm getting ready to spin the wheel, Miss Jess, so hold on with me about 5 more minutes and you'll be all right.
Actually looking,
because
there's
I've seen one. I've still only seen one shuffle and one leave it.
I saw some pretty cool.
You're all right. I'm waiting for the first one to get
laser
close.
etch.
First one to 3 between leaving the wheel the way it is or shuffle. Oh, I'm sorry, Rich. I'd have been there, but I'm a little bit busy, sir. But now that I found you, and I'll follow you when the live's over, and we'll see if I'll try to catch you the next time. But fair warning, Facebook doesn't like to tell me shit till like an hour later. Yeah. Okay, now we're at 2 and 2 shuffle.
That is a problem with going Facebook Live. Sometimes you just don't show up. I've run into that shit multiple times, and you have to go out and restart the live, and then it'll pop up on people's feeds and stuff. And yeah.
Thomas says leave it. So it's being left the way it is today. Ooh. On your end of StreamYard, did Chris say answer first or did Thomas? Because my phone shows me something different than StreamYard. Oh. Goodness gracious. Yes, sir. Nobody is a member's name.
Yep.
We love nobody. Oh, there went my wheel. Is it coming back? See, I told you my computer likes to play peekaboo. Now stealing the wheel. Again.
Who's the only one to show? Hey. Got the pattern is fucked up. Sitting for advertise on my back. Yeah, I got like shirt. I got it small up front here on this one, and then on the back is the full. That's probably what the next set's gonna be also. Small up front and then a large logo on the back.
Hello again. I jinxed myself. I just said I was so proud StreamYard hadn't booted me out all night.
Yep. It happens.
It does. A couple weeks ago, it happened about every 5 or 6 people on the wheel. I would go to spin the wheel to play the game, and I would look up, and I'd be outside in the studio instead of actually here. I'd be all the way out, and I was like, "What the?" Gotta love technology.
Oh yeah.
I just keep reminding myself that while I think the world would have been better if we'd have stopped at landline telephones, without the internet, I'd have never met some of the most amazing people I've met in my life. So
yeah, absolutely. I think social media has gotten out of hand, but that's a whole different topic.
exactly. This goes back to that before. As I say, that goes back to that conversation that it takes more energy to be mean and negative than it does to just mind your own business.
Oh yeah.
And scroll on by.
That's why a
I
lot
like
of people
Mr.
are moving
Alex's
over
shirt too.
to.
I seen it as I was coming back in.
Thank you, thank you. Yep, the next each batch of shirts that I make are different. So it's another thing that they won't be recreated the same. So so it'll be the next batch is going to be similar to this, but there's going to be a little something extra on there too that I
Believe
haven't
me, I
really
know how that
talked
goes.
about. But yeah, it's like the strains and everything, and when I eventually do hats and all that stuff, like that small run of hats are going to be the only ones like that.
Mm-hmm. There'll be others. They just might be. I haven't spun it. Why you ask?
Ooh, you got all robot-y on
Shane,
my end there for a second.
Knock on wood, but that has not happened.
I don't know if I'm lagging or her.
Yeah, my whole computer went blue.
Okay.
Yeah, it tried to boot me out.
I'm just glad that
Probably
you
not.
came back because you had a really
Yeah,
awkward pause after you said, "Yeah, my whole computer." Sorry.
Yeah, it tried to freeze, and I thought I stopped it, but I stopped half of it apparently.
Man, I'm still
But I'm not
happy
sure if it's my
I
Wi-Fi
pulled off bearded clam
doing it, if
without
it's
cracking a
StreamYard doing it,
smile.
or if it's my laptop. Told me I had to update, so I don't think it's the laptop. It could be StreamYard because StreamYard and Facebook have this like disagreement thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
probably
messed up.
spin
But
it
all right, here we
before.
go, y'all. I'm gonna do this before it messes up again. First one's for a red eye sticker pack. Good luck, y'all. It don't like me no more. And this is where it comes in handy for y'all to have numbers. It is now, sir.
15.
Number 15 is, hey, that's Red Eye 121. She made our will for us. Is she still here listening? There again.
Nice.
It'll come back when it decides it wants to cooperate. See?
Do they have to be here to win?
20, sir. There I go. 20, sir. Yeah. Oh. I'm ready to throw my router out the window, y'all. My Wi-Fi keeps kicking off because it just kicked Pandora off too, so it's not just me.
So you better hurry up and do that second spin then real quick.
Exactly, Shane, because it keeps fixing it when it's not broken. Red Eye 121, and yeah. And we like to thank Mr. Alex for joining us again this evening.
No problem. No problem at all.
I think this is the second time he's been here.
You doing second spin?
Yep, here in a second as soon as I finish writing down Miss Jessica's name. Because she is here, and she is Red Eye 121. So
There you go.
Good luck, y'all. This is for the red eye bracelet, y'all. It's a pretty little friendship bracelet and a big red eye sticker. Number 24 is, hey, that's Red Eye 370.
There you go. Who's that?
0, are you still here, my dear? And that's why but those of you that don't have numbers, if it would have landed on you, I'd have called you by your name. But if you have a number, if I have to learn your number, so do you. It's only fair.
You should go ahead and throw a third spin on there.
One out of 150 or 450, whatever it is.
Should do one more spin and then I'll take their
number
info.
370.
Did you hear me?
All right. Let me write that down here. Yes, I did, sir.
All righty.
I'm just waiting to see if there she is. Oh, yes, Miss Cheryl. Sorry. You're right. My bad. I called her by the wrong number, but she knew who else. See, that tells you how often I do that to her. I'm sorry. That's Kelsey. Because next to her name, I even wrote 370, and I knew that's not right. That's 369. I'm sorry, Miss Cheryl. I'm a little bit high. That's what I blame.
Yeah, one more spin, and that'll be something coming from me.
Come on. Don't disappear. Oh, good luck. They don't like me.
Oh, there we go. I see it now.
Alex is laughing at me because my computer's arguing. That's what I said. It's disappeared on me. As soon as I clicked the button, it disappeared off my screen, and I was like, you son of a...
Number 30.
Number 30 is...
You keep cutting out on my end, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Red Eye 421, are you still here, my dear?
$421 was who again?
I see. This is where I got to stop myself because I almost called her by her name. Hold on. You got to wait and see if she's here. There she is. It's Miss Marissa right here.
Okay. Josh, Marissa, I think. If we're not friends already, send me a friend request and a message and whatnot. If you can't, I'll figure it out because I don't have a pen down here. So I'll get your name and find you.
I'll send if you guys don't find each other, one of you get a hold of me and I'll make the
Yeah, you can just make a little group chat with
the link to one another's profile if I have to.
Or you just make a little group chat between the three of us.
Yes, yes.
That'll work.
Yeah, I could do that too.
That'll work.
I'll do it in the morning because I don't trust myself to do anything else tonight. Because clearly my computer is not agreeing with me. And we're not even going to try to. Yes, congratulations to all our winners. Oh, I don't know why I closed that. I still need that. And thank you again, Mr. Alex, for joining me. But
No
now
problem.
I get to spin for
me.
my other winner, and you can leave if you want. You don't have to stick around, but
I do need to jump off and take care of a couple things. So I do appreciate everybody. Appreciate you having me. And I will see y'all soon.
You have a good night.
You as well.
Yep. Yeah, Mr. Rick, send me a friend request and I'll get it. And yes, Miss Jenny, I'm going to reload the wheel. I just said that. I closed the window, but I got to reload it and put my 5 names on it. You just got to give me a minute to get it all loaded up, and hopefully I don't disappear again. I'll do it in the morning, Miss Marissa. Where's my button? Sorry, y'all. Because it's Miss Jenny, Miss Cheryl, Mr. Matt Clark. And there's Jonathan, and I don't remember who the fifth one is. So we got to go double check to make sure I don't forget whoever it is. This is for the article, y'all that don't know. I put in the featured section. I'm still looking for my next one. And we are going to, I'll put it in there, and there will be 4 questions. The question will change weekly. It's always for the same article. And you can ask the people that participated. It's usually pretty easy. I try not to make it too difficult, and I try to make it interesting. If it's not interesting and you can think of something you'd rather read about, let me know, because we can do that too. Mr. Jonathan Haley. Oh, and Mr. Andrew. Oh. And then I got to tag these wonderful people so they can come back and look later. I was about to say, like I said, Miss Cheryl, if there's anything you want to read about, you just let me know and I'll find an article about it. Anything you're curious about. Yeah, Mr. Rick, you can still check out the last month's question, and I'll put up the next one sometime this week. Oh, come on. Where'd my background go, y'all? There we go. I don't like that one. We'll go with that one. All right, Mr. Thomas. You have a good night, sir. Let's see, we got to tag Jonathan, Mr. Matt, and Mr. Andrew. Because I do believe both my ladies are here, Miss Jenny and Miss Cheryl. And the prize is a mystery. And I'm not telling anybody what the mystery is. You'll have to wait and see if they see if and when, when they get it, if they tell you how good it is or not. Because it will remain always a mystery prize. Let's see, we get our wheel reloaded here. And good luck to the 5 of you that did it, and thank you for participating. I had started doing it so we can get the page activity up, because to keep up with it, you got to at least visit the page once a week. I get enough people doing it, maybe we'll do 2 articles a month and do 2 questions a week and just put them out different days of the week. Well, this last article, Rick, was about the endocannabinoid system and what it is, what it does. Good luck to you 5. We're going to do it last man standing, because why not? Good luck, y'all. I like last man standing, and I'm the one spinning the wheel, so I do all my waffles that way too, for those of you that are new. Oh, Mr. Andrew down. I am sorry, sir. Better luck next time. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, puff, puff, pass. We'll hit our chillum here while we're spinning this wheel. I don't know how well y'all can see me with the wheel up there. Oh, better luck next time, sweetheart. Because we will do it again. Oh, Mr. Matt, I am sorry, sir. Good luck. Down to the final two. I appreciate all of you that did it, though, and took the time to read the article and come back and answer the questions. It means a lot. Oh, Mr. Jonathan down. Hey, look at there. That means that our winner is the last man standing would be Miss Jenny Traylor. Hi, Miss Angie Payne. That's what I'm working on. I'm curious. I'm trying to learn how to understand it myself. So congratulations, Miss Jenny Traylor, for doing the trivia thing. All right. Well, you have a good night, Mr. Rick. Thank you for joining us. I will be back on Friday, 4:20 Central, 5:20 Eastern, as well as next Tuesday night, 7:10 Central, 8:10 Eastern. But I'm not going anywhere just yet, y'all. But Rick, you have a good, beautiful evening. Friday's game's a little bit different, though. You are very welcome, Miss Jenny. Like I said, thank you for going and reading it. And sometimes there will be videos that you can watch, but they might be half-hour videos. You got to sit and watch the whole thing to get the answers to all the questions. You know. But none of it'll be hard, and it'll all be interesting. Well, like I said, if you think of something more interesting, just let me know. You can find internet articles on just about anything anymore. Just depends on how you word the question to Google. But I appreciate y'all. We've been on almost 2.5 hours. I think that's a record for me solo, unless it's been a special event. But we weren't solo tonight. We had Mr. Alex, which we appreciate him and thank him again, and all y'all. Next week it'll just be me because we don't have anybody for next week that at this point in time lined up. So y'all have a beautiful week. We're gonna do one more cheers, and then I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.